This is Mr. Cordes, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to find textual evidence for our theme words for the short story, The Necklace. We conducted the Web Off the Word activity last class. We went through and found a definition. We went through and found additional words and phrases that we could use to supplement our vocabulary. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our goal is to find pieces of textual evidence for the theme words that we are selecting. Now, what this looks like is we are piecing together our writing, and we are using Mademoiselle as our character to help us explain the theme. Okay, I'm going to be going over your thesis statement soon. However, your goal right now is to identify the two out of the three theme words right here that you see. Identify two that you want to write about. Identify two that you feel comfortable with writing about. Okay, so if you pick selfish and greed or greedy, why don't you underline those, make those known that this is, okay, I'm going to use these two, right? Or maybe you're like, yeah, I don't want to do prideful. That sounds too difficult. Maybe undo that one, and then you would focus on these two columns right here. Okay. Can you please take a moment and identify which two theme words you want to work with? Now that you've identified your theme words, your goal is to find textual evidence, at least two pieces of textual evidence for both theme words. So you're going to come up with 4 pieces of textual evidence. So if I selected selfish and greedy, I'm going to be filling out these boxes right here. Okay. If I picked selfish and then I also picked prideful, I'd be filling out those boxes. Okay. Now, even though this is more textual evidence than we need, as we go through and explain our story and as we go through and do our analysis, we need options. Okay. It's one thing to have, one piece of textual evidence, which is good. We do need to make sure that we have multiple options. So as we construct our body paragraphs, we have things to choose from. Okay. It's a lot easier to do our writing when we just pick rather than sit there and be like, well, I don't know. So right now, as we go into this, I'm going to have you pause the video. And can you please identify 2 pieces of textual evidence for each of the theme words that you selected? So you're hunting down 4 pieces of textual evidence. 2 for selfish, 2 for greedy, 2 for greed, 2 for prideful. However you combine, whatever combination it is because of selfishness, greed, and prideful, please take a moment to find that textual evidence. Okay. Now, you found your textual evidence. Looking at the options that you have, can you please identify which one you think is the strongest and which one that you would want to write about over the other? So if I have 2 examples of how Mademoiselle is selfish, and I think this first one is the one that I want to use, I'm just going to identify by making it bold or underlining it to identify, yes, this is the one that I'm probably going to use. Okay. Let's say I'm going for greed and I really like this second option that I picked. I'm going to put down this option. Okay. By doing this, ladies and gentlemen, we have a mindset of what we go into when we construct our writing with topic sentences, commentary, concluding sentences. This will kind of give our brains a heads up as far as what that looks like. Let me unbold those. So if you would for me, please take some time, find your pieces of textual evidence. And the great thing is, now that we've constructed all of this, we've got all of our words from our Web Off the Word, we've got our textual evidence. When it comes time to those body paragraphs, which we'll be doing in the next lesson, you literally are taking them out and piecing them together. So your literary analysis forms on its own. Okay. If you do not have textual evidence or you're lost with that, come back, find me, message me. I will help you go through it. We can even open up to the class and even get into some breakout groups so that you guys are sharing with each other the textual evidence, sharing each other what you found. Okay. Hit me up, message me if you have any concerns. I'll talk to you guys soon.